Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my next series of figure review. After I finished the Trigon action figure, now I think it's time to move on to the next series. And as you can see just now, this is the Bunshinki line. I showed a few of them during some of my previous review already, and here's just a little collection of them. So first of all, what is the Bunshinki line? Bunshinki is based on the multi-movable system set of action figure body, and basically they are what Konami's attempts to get into the action figure and toy series, and it's been going on for almost 3 years now, and there has been a huge variety of action figure since then. As you can see in this line of it, there is a huge variety of style, design, as well as size. But in general, they are always has been 15 centimeters tall, and usually come with a huge variety of weapon, gears, etc., etc. But today we are not talking about the whole line in general. Today we are going to talk about this one, Harmony Grace, MMS type sister. Sister as in, well, you can guess it, as in nun. So her general description of Bunshinki, they always come in a very nice box with a lot of graphics on it, and inside is always plastic tray, which are all resealable, which is very important, especially for collectors. As you can see in here, there's 2 self trays. Bunshinki line always come with, well, other than the EX figure, which is essentially armor set, they always come with one body, a selection of armors, selection of weapons, and unless it's the older series, they will always come with extra head for different facial expression. Also, in most cases, they will come with stand. This is the smaller stand because Harmony Grace here is a light armor figure, which is belong to the lower armor count category. So let's break her open and have a look at the figure inside. And here it is, MMS Harmony Grace in her bare form. The Bunshinki MMS body is highly articulated, and one thing that is a bit some people might have to get used to is the amount of joint is actually showing up. The MMS figure line never bothered to hide any of the joints, because the Bunshinki are basically depicted as 1:1 scale of robotic toys. Imagine angelic layer, and imagine that you are actually customizing them, and you will get the idea. The highly articulated, as I said before, 2 joints for the head and the neck, arms do almost 360 everywhere. There is a elbow, leg, knee, ankle. One of the weird one is a hip, which you can see here is designed to go forward, and then a U-shaped joint to actually go even further, so that, well, she can do this. Of course, it does make it a bit odd in the sense that the leg is completely separate from the body. Oh, and yeah, and waist joint as well. They also a selection of ports to actually allows you to plug in weapon and different parts, such as the knee, the arm. If you remove this, remove this little washer here, it gives you the gap required to actually add shoulder armor. And the same thing applies to the wrist, to the hip, and the legs is also a separate piece, allowing you to remove to actually plug in a larger legs armor, or in other cases allows you to remove the feet, allows you to have different type of shoes as legs as well. So that is the MMS figure by themselves. Of course, the main attraction to the Bushun Xingqi line is the armors. So that's what's coming next. And here's Harmony Grace fully armored up and holding her favorite mic. When we see a nun, we know that she's a singing nun. Well, to me anyway. So you can see with all the armor on, she looks much, well, personally I think she looks much better. And the various elements does indicate vaguely that she is a, well, she's a nun of some sort. And you can see that swapped to the head with a different face, and also changed the hand from the regular fist to one of the holding hand and one of the open hand. She does come with a lot of other different hands as well, and depending on whether it's a new series or old series, they also come with some variant as well. And other than the mic here, she also comes with a candlestick and also a giant metal cross. One thing that all nuns can't go without is a giant metal cross, which is almost as well, it's bigger than her own body plus her head. And there is also an extra handle which you can plug it in, and the hole here, I think you can say, is suggesting is a machine gun. Reminds you anything? Reminds you of any character that I reviewed recently? Also the candlestick, if we plug it in, it suddenly looks like it's an undersling, flamethrower or rocket launcher. And if you take the microphone as well, plug it in, and now looks like it got the sight. So all of her weapons are now actually connected into one giant gun, which obviously is a bit heavy, but with that underarm here, she could hold it surprisingly well. So if you plug it in, put the hand in, and now she is a nun with a giant gun. There we go. So yeah, as I mentioned before, the head facial expression are interchangeable. As you can see here, all it is a face with a port here. So the base is just plug it in, put the front part of the hair back in, and you can swap the head, swap the facial expression and different hairstyle, and there we go. So here is a brief introduction to the Bushun Xingqi line. Hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next review.